LadyLucidity ASMR. Hello there, my lovelies. As promised, I'm making a Halloween craft video for you guys. I'm going to try my best not to cough because I have been sick the last 3 days or so. So, apologies for any extra sniffles in this video. So today, as you can see, I'm going to be showing you how I made this super cute, simple, haunted house. This is actually something I made for my job. I do a lot of crafts with children, so I wanted something that was spooky but also easy for them to make. So I thought I would share this with you guys. So the majority of this make is cardboard based, and I'll show you all the materials you are going to need if you would like to follow along at home. So here I have a pile of cardboard and you're going to need some toilet roll tubes, or kitchen roll tubes also work. You can see that I have pre-painted these in black. You don't have to paint the inside, but I just wanted to just to make sure they were seamless. So you're going to need cardboard, tubes, and either some cardboard that has been painted black for your tower roofs, or just some coloured card or paper like I've got here. So I've got several bits and pieces, including these gravestones that I'm going to be painting. Okay. You're also going to need some paints, some scissors, some sellotape, and some PVA glue. So today I'm using green, black, white, and a little bit of fluorescent yellow. But as always, it's your creation, so you can use whatever colours you like. And I'm using clear PVA glue here. You don't have to, you could use just regular old school glue, as it does dry clear. So first you're going to need your base, and you'll notice I've got these extra decorations on here. So again, these are little extras that you could add on if you fancy. This is my jar of fake moss that I use for crafts. I've not got much left, so I think I need to restock. Okay, so I'm going to clear this away, and we're going to work on our base first of all. So you're going to need a big piece of cardboard. Let's just move all of these out the way, just so I don't knock anything over. My cardboard tubes. To start, you're going to need 4 if you're building big haunted house, or you could use less if you're building a miniature one. Okay, so nothing fancy, just a really big piece of cardboard, probably from an Amazon box of some sort. Okay, I wanted it to look a little bit more natural, so we're just going to give it a bit of a wave. Just take off the sharp edges and go around. Take off all this excess that we don't need. Just like that. Okay. So that should do for our base shape. Now we're going to paint it. So you'll notice here I have a mixture of black and green with a little bit of brown that I mixed beforehand, and we have my little stone path and a little bit of a gradient around the gravestone area. So this one came out a bit more black than green, so slight variation, but it is touch dry, so we can start to work on our structure. So, as I said, for the back you're going to need 4 cardboard tubes, and then 2 at the top and 2 at the front. Okay. So first we're going to stick our base layer on, and for this more is better in my opinion. You can never go wrong with lots and lots of PVA glue because it will dry clear and you won't see it. So doesn't matter how much you use, as long as you make it stick really well. So here I'm using one of my regular sized ones, and I'm going to show you this version where I made a 3 in a miniature one. So you can see how you can create variations of this haunted house. So again, for my example, it was 4 on the base, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. But for this one I'm just going to make it a single tiered house. You can see what I mean by lots and lots of glue. Spread it out slightly. So this I left overnight to dry, so if you're planning to make this decoration for a party, I would definitely suggest doing all the gluing the night before, just to give it ample time to become solid. Okay. So I've got my 3 stack, and again we're going to put more glue around the front. Okay, I'm going to try and hold these all together. It can be a little bit tricky, especially if they don't behave. Okay, give them a good press down. Okay, so yet again we're going to add more glue for our decorations at the front. It's quite satisfying actually just watching it pour. Okay, so this is where you'd add your decorations, your greenery, anything to give it a bit more spooky, old kind of vibe. You could use fake cobwebbing or cotton wool, or even dried leaves. If you crush up dry leaves, they make a really nice texture. Okay, so just pressing that down. I think we need a little bit more. Trying to be sparing with it. I don't have a lot left. Okay. So that's our basic base shape. And I've made sure to put this in the corner of my base to leave ample room for my path and for my gravestones. So next, you're going to want to create your tower roofs. So for this, you could use semicircle pieces of paper or full circles if you want a wider base on your tower roof. You're basically making a cone shape. So you're going to wrap your card or paper around itself, and then this is where the sellotape comes in. Okay, so it kind of gives you an idea. And then you can either pop them over the top of the tubes, or you can slot them slightly inside. So for this, I'm going to use this purple paper because, as you guys know, purple is my favourite colour in the whole world. Okay, so again, rolling it up, looks like a little wizard's hat. Okay, so I've got my rooftops on, and I think it looks really nice, the purple against the black. So now we are going to gather our gravestones. Here's ones that I painted earlier. I'm not sure how many I'll actually use, we'll see. But you guessed it, time for more glue. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in so you can see. Okay. And then I'm making sure my glue is nice and thick to hold up my gravestones. So as you can see, they do fall over, so you will probably need to strategically prop them up unless you're using a glue gun or maybe super glue, which will bond instantly. But because I'm using a wet glue, I'm just going to prop them up at the sides, and then when that's dry they will be completely solid and they won't fall over. Okay, put this little dinky one in the front, I think. So here I'm just making sure my glue is starting to become tacky. It might sit up a little better. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for all of this to dry, and these actually took a lot less time, only a couple of hours for this to dry. And before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit more moss. It just adds character. We want this to look like it's old and abandoned. was the children's favourite part, was the decorating. They'd spent so long making it, and then right at the end they got to add all the cool pieces that brought it together. This was a really fun project to do with the children. So if you've got kids at home and they love Halloween, this is definitely a fun make to do. So next is our detailing. So you can see here I've added some little bits to the roof, and we have some windows and a little door in the front, and everything is dry and solid. And you can see the larger one and the smaller one. So my roof is just placed on top, but if you wanted to, you could tape them or glue them down for more stability. But I think these are super adorable. I'm going to put these in my window at the front of the house, ready for Halloween. But thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.